Welcome everyone. I have to admit, this video is not one that I was excited about making. And the reason being is because it's coming out of frustration. And that's not typical of me. I always try to bring positive emotions to the things that I share with other people. But as of late, especially with what's going on in the world today, all to do with what's going on in the world today, I have been overwhelmed as of late. I've been dealing with a lot of frustration and confusion, as we all have, with what is going on with this world, having to do with the pandemic and all the political bullshit that's happening, has been overwhelming. It has worn most people down. And what I'm noticing is that it ruffled up and woke up a lot of darkness in people. And I didn't want to make this video, but I have to, because what I am seeing is so detrimental to the growth that we're meant to have right now in this world. I am flawed by the behavior that I am seeing in social media and just in public interaction. The anger, the hatred, the condescending, the hurtful behaviors that are being displayed due to trying to prove your point of view or trying to condemn somebody for having a different one than you. Where is their growth in that? Today I was on social media and I was reading a few posts and I could not believe what people were saying. I don't know if you have experienced it, but the darkness and the hurtful nature that is going on, that is ruining relationships, that is breaking up families and separating friendships over political beliefs. When has this ever happened? When can you remember this ever being in a political forum? I can't in my lifetime. We have lost respect. We're yearning for integrity. And your integrity is not based on other people's actions. It's based on how you choose to carry yourself. Your own self-worth is based on your actions that you give to other people, how you respond, and how you choose to act each and every day. And what is happening is creating a bigger divide. It's just adding to the darkness. It's not helping to find light. It's strengthening the problem rather than finding a solution. And it is so hurtful in my soul. Being an empath and feeling what I do about so much is enough. But to have this on top of it is just disastrous. Listen to me. This time in history was given to us to break everyone down, to allow us this time to clean up our own shit, to go within ourselves and let go of the stuff that wasn't serving us, and to reemerge a better version of ourselves. And in doing so, we ruffled the feathers, we woke up darkness. And a lot of people out there are choosing that as their intention. If you are posting hatred, if you are putting someone down for not believing or understanding what you're saying, if you believe that you're 100% right, then you're in your ego. And that is not serving you any good either. Get in your spirit. We are meant to unite through this, to help each other past it, get through it and navigate through this to become a better world. And if you are posting that kind of stuff, then I want you to just sit for a moment and think of the emotion that's fueling it. What is it that's fueling you to post that kind of stuff? Putting someone down, calling them names, making them feel as though they're less than because they don't believe what you believe? How sad is that? How self-righteous of you. We are all here for different reasons, and we all need to have different opinions. The idea is to recognize the difference and collectively embrace it. We can only lead by example. And there's so many people out there that are talking on the sidelines, and they're all just chewing and throwing their opinion at people and causing a conflict. How much time a day are you spending talking about this political crap and this pandemic? While they are both very, very serious topics and where they're going to affect our lives, we have to ensure that we are on solid ground. And so each day you should be out there doing a random act of kindness, making somebody else's life a little bit better, helping animals, children with cancer, homeless people. There's so much need out there. And if you're sitting around wallowing in this victim place, trying to prove a point, would you rather be right or do what's right? I promise you, you are wasting time. And you're not going anywhere with it, and it's certainly not going to serve your greatest and highest good. Get involved with your spirit. Stop this. There are people out there, which is so unbelievable to me, who advertise themselves as spiritual people and are saying the most hurtful things online. Now, if you think gossiping, spreading rumors, passing false information, accusing people is light work, then I would really second guess your intention. Doing this work comes from love. Being a good person comes from love. When you're confident in who you are, there's no need to prove anything. You just lead and people follow. So I am begging all of you, take a step back. We're in a very, very sensitive time in history. We are at a vulnerability that we haven't seen, many of us, in our lifetime and those before. We are stripping ourselves of everything in order to become better, stronger, more capable, and more advanced in our consciousness. We need to hold each other's hand. We need to appreciate each other. We need to do what's right. And that all comes from a positive intention. So this negativity, this darkness, this anger that people are drawing on is serving you no purpose. It's adding darkness to darkness. And if you think that's going to solve anything, are you happy if somebody agrees with you? If you change someone's mind out of anger? No intention drawn on anger is going to bring about good. Remember that. So there is a bigger picture going on here that I can promise you, you don't know all the details of. I don't know all the details of. But it's a masterful plan that we are a part of. And sometimes things go on that we don't expect, don't like, and eventually they show themselves to be a great asset to our life. That there is something that is revealed that brings us to a greater place. And we then come to this realization like, wow, I didn't believe that happened, or I didn't want that to happen, but thank God it did. This time in our existence, there's going to be a few things that we're not going to want or like. But life will never be what we want it to be. It's got to be what it needs to be. And right now we're in need of healing, of unity, of loving each other, of inspiring each other. And if you are not doing that, then you are on the side of the problem. Take responsibility for who you are. Get out of that ego, because that is not who you are. That's what you think. Who you are is the emotions you draw on. And if you are angry, then that's who you are. You're an angry person. But if you're loving, accepting, kind, and generous, that's who you define yourself as. That's who you are. Please, it's so important. We have people dying. With all that's going on, we have people losing their homes and their businesses. Do we need to start making it worse by adding this crap to it? No. Choose. Take a step back. Choose happiness. Choose joy. Choose to go out of your life and make somebody else happy. If someone is in conflict with what you believe, then there is something that you need to learn. It may be tolerance. It may be patience. But it certainly is not giving you the right to judge them or put them down. Where is the good in that? I challenge each and every one of you out there. Not only tomorrow to do something good, but do it for someone who's in complete conflict as you. See how much that challenges you, your strength and your ability and your potential level. Someone who does not agree with you, someone who has got the complete different point of view, do something to make them happy. I promise you, most people will not do it. Because they'll say, I don't want to. Well, you're lessening who you are because somebody doesn't believe in what you believe. How sad is that? How sad that you will lessen your potential level because you're not in agreement with someone else. A true leader leads, doesn't need any support. And so that is what we're meant to do here. And I'm so tired of reading this. I don't even want to go on social media anymore because it's become this war zone of shit slinging and hurtful nature. It doesn't serve any purpose. I get off of it, my stomach hurts. I'd like to be in an existence where my heart is feeling warm and full. There's so much good going on in this world that is being overshadowed with all of the darkness. We need to grab onto that. We need to find those things and focus on them. Don't be ignorant to the things that are happening that are most important, but I'm saying choose to spend your time in the positive, and life will become better. You will become part of this solution, and you will help others to be so too. Come on, people. It's really time. It's sad that we have to go through these things, but I am a believer that bad happens so that good can emerge. And in order to find the light in this darkness, we need to draw on positive, and most importantly, love. We are here to recreate it, to remember what we came from. The spirits speak of this all the time, that we're missing the point, that we're off track. Our human ability is a very limited version of ourselves. Our spirit knows better. It has more wisdom. So let it navigate you, and your spirit, I promise you, will do nothing negative. It doesn't feel the need to, but your ego does. This has to change. We need to allow ourselves to be part of a collective, unified force of love and healing in order to get back on track. We've lost our way. It doesn't matter why. It doesn't matter who caused it. It matters that it is. And so what can we do to help that, lift that up, and change it for a better? Don't focus on whose fault it was, because there again, you're in your ego. There is no positive outcome when you do that. Just show up and give and do and be the best you can be every time you see something in need. And you will satisfy your spirit. You will live in more joy and find an easier flow to your life. And you can rest your head on a pillow every night knowing that you were part of the great change in this world. I don't understand how some of you out there are feeling the need to just be so angry, so vengeful, and so hurtful in your words, and believe that that is something good. Because it didn't work out in your favor or to your liking, gives you the right to hurt other people? How does that add up for you? Stop it now. We are not defined by these events that are happening. We are defined by how we handle them. So handle them with grace. Embrace them with love. Be you, the best you. Let yourself be vulnerable. Ask for help and show up for those in need. That is the lesson we need to learn here. And we all have to be a part of that to change this quickly. I don't know about you, but I'm exhausted and overly sensitive and tired. I want to find some normal again. And I clearly hear from Spirit the way to do it. And then when I see these things that I see every day, it just hurts my soul to believe that these people are delaying the eventual enlightenment we're supposed to have. And I'm sure there are beginning many of you out there that are going to find conflict with this. So be it. But one thing that we can agree on, that if you are doing anything in your life that is based on a negative, hatred, anger, blame, prejudice, confusion, then you are not doing it for a good reason. That's just common sense. You don't need to understand spirituality to really get that part. So why not come from a place of love and compassion and empathy and forgiveness and joy, and let that start a change of perspective for you and everyone around you? It's simple. We just need to choose it. Happiness is a choice. Love is a choice. So choose it, embrace it, share it. I promise you'll feel better than you ever did before. Stop with the anger. Stop doing this. It's causing so much chaos that is going to extend this healing further into the future. And we have future generations that we are responsible for. We need to set the example. We're acting like children in a schoolyard. We're acting like brats and self-righteous people. If you can't see that, then I don't know what else to say. Live your life with respect and honor. Have integrity. Do everything that you believe God would be proud of you doing. And this world will eventually come together. But it starts with you, individually, then collectively. Don't try to change the masses and get angry because they're not listening. Because there might be just a reason they're not supposed to. Hold your truth. Be confident in it. And show up each day as the best version of you. I'm sorry for the passion. It's just so frustrating when you see things that are so hurtful and people are responding with hurt. There's no good in that. It doesn't offer peace or unity. It just begins more of a divide and anger. Stop wondering if you're right. Stop wanting to prove that you're right. Believe that you are, then go out there and show up. Do something positive with that. It has to change. We're losing people. We've already lost our way. Come on, guys, we can do this collectively. I challenge you all to do something tomorrow for someone else. Go outside of your life. Show up. Post something inspirational, motivational. Do something to add goodness to this world. And do it consistently. I guarantee you that's going to be a challenge for so many people. Because we're so used to this negativity that's going on. It's becoming the new normal. It's unacceptable. It's certainly not coming from spirit. So I'm going to send you all loving light and hope that you will be encouraged to yourself change and then help others along the way. To be a part of the solution and no longer the problem. To grab onto the greater version of you instead of compromising who you are. You can do it. You're better. Your potential level is far greater than what you know. So let's shoot for the stars. Let's heal. Let's do this and become a better version of ourselves and world. I send you all peace and happiness. I pray that this help to change your perspective a little bit, that it will calm those down who are adding to the darkness, and it will brighten the lights of those who choose to shine them. So please, guys, do this from today on, and we can then look back on this and be very grateful that we were part of this massive, beautiful change that brought us to a better level of consciousness. Thank you for listening, and if there's anything I can do, if you want to join together and do something, I would love to hear the stories or what you'd like to do. So please reach out through my website at heavenshealingguidance.com. I'm always here for you. I thank those of you who understand that our intentions that come from our heart are beautiful insights and beautiful comforts that are helping this world. And I look forward to those who don't get that changing to understand it. Please let me help you. And I will be there every step of the way until you see a brighter tomorrow. I love you all. I thank you all for being a part of my life. And I am so encouraged about the possibilities that lie ahead. So please take care of yourselves and God bless.